Okay, hello. Welcome to Tuesday Talks with Trick. This is episode 0, season 0. The official podcasty Patreon feed should start with season 3 week after next for 6 at 6. Thank you so much to subscribing to my Patreon. And again, this is public for everybody. So the people that have been sponsoring me financially or sharing my music with somebody that helps expand my reach, you guys have all contributed to making this something I can do and have it be accessible to everybody, because that's something that's really important to me. I think that it's completely valid to make money off of art, and it's okay to want to do art because you like art, but have it also be a job. And trying to find a balance for that is possible because people care. So, you know, the people with a few extra bucks are covering people that don't, and it's not a perfect system, but for me personally, it's made a huge difference. That's why on my tip page, if people are short on cash, I also have or you can share these free links. Hey Lee! Hey, I was recording the first little episode of my mini podcast for Patreon. Here, let me pause this so I don't pick it up on the... Here, alright. Okay, and we are back. So I thought while I'm chatting, I'm just going to do kind of a quick get ready with me. I don't know if all of these are going to be video vlogs. I've said video podcast, a vlog. But I'm also recording the audio, so this one should be available both ways. And if it's not, I'll cut this part out. So, and then we'll just see what the feed is. So the idea is to do these on Tuesdays. Let me push my hair back. My rainbow hair. But I'm already running behind. But this is the pilot episode, kind of. The seasons are gonna align with the 6 at 6 seasons, which I'll have schedules for that at 6at6.matricula.com. But all right, let me start with what I'm doing, and then I had what was I gonna talk about? We talked about art and funding art. Oh, I'm wearing my gaming shirt. Oh, here we go. I'm also wearing my Tooth Bitch booty shorts. I really there's something, I want to talk about aesthetics. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna prime my face. And I'm just doing kind of a quick everyday makeup thing. But something I really enjoy about clown makeup and kind of a subversive aesthetic, and I don't always have to have it, but I think it's really interesting that kind of the gothy stuff, my aesthetic interest in teeth, it's kind of a meme, when people are you go to the dentist, it's teeth, 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 which I enjoy, and I have a Nest wall decor in my house with raccoon teeth in it, but there's something, it's kind of gothy and horror, and gross in some ways, but there's something, it's a part of our bodies that's not as intrinsic to you need teeth to function, right? But there's something about the fact that it's small and it's a different kind of the enamel covering as far as what kind of bone it is. There's just something about they look if you see tooth rings, they look like tiny brains, which is weird because brains creep me out. Brains and tentacles, octopuses, freak me out, and squid. And I'm not sure why. I don't know, maybe it was watching The Little Mermaid as a kid. And the end where Ursula gets really big. That terrified me. Because when that came out, was that 1989? I was 4, I think. So that's always something I think about. But I don't know why. I'll be honest, and this is sort of adult-oriented, I can watch tentacle hentai without a problem, but there's just something about an actual octopus or squid or jellyfish isn't quite as strong. But growing up at the beach, I've been stung by jellyfish, and there's nothing weirder than, I don't have my sponge today, than feeling the squishy thing brushing against your leg, and fish and stuff, but it doesn't make me afraid of the ocean. Honestly, I miss living at the beach. I didn't take advantage of it when I was a teenager. And I don't like being hot, but I like being in the ocean, like bobbing around is really fun. And, oh, let me get my under eye concealer. But I don't know, there are things I miss about back home. And it's not like I live far. I live about 2 hours from my parents' house in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is a coastal town. If you ever look at the Weather Channel when they track, like, the trajectories of a lot of past hurricanes, Wilmington has a little star because we're right beneath the Outer Banks of North Carolina. It's the southern tip. So let me just powder real quick and then we'll get on to some fun stuff. But I know I'm kind of rambling, but in the future I really want to like have topics, and feel free to suggest things that you want to hear my opinion on. My goal is to have these, and if you have feedback on this, let me know, is to have these be about 10 to 15 minutes long. I am shamelessly copying the Mikey Mason model. I really enjoy, I listen to most of his Friday podcast, and I really enjoy getting kind of that behind the scenes perspective, and an informal one. So hopefully the next time this goes out, I will have made some theme music and maybe a little logo, but we'll just kind of see what happens. So, okay, so I've got some powder on. Let's do a little facey. Let's do some blushy thingies. So, and if anyone's interested in actually doing like a get ready with me where I talk about what products I'm using, you can always follow me on Facebook, because I go live there doing my own makeup, and sometimes my bandmate and I, Lee Tyberg from The Salacious Crumbles, which is where I am now. I'm on the road in Baltimore. Wait, I didn't do it. Good morning, Baltimore.
Every day's like an open door.
I actually don't know the rest of it, but I love that song. That's such a good like big opening number, because it like really sets a tone. For people that I'm sure everyone knows that is from Hairspray, but if you do not, it is from the musical Hairspray. So let's do some highlight. So like I said, I'm just doing like a really, really quick face while I'm talking and having some coffee, kindly provided by Lee from Zeke's Coffee here in Baltimore, which he said it's one of the roasters here, and it is delicious. I had a cup of it French press this morning at, I don't know, like 6 a.m. and then I went back to sleep for a while and then I started doing this. So yeah, I think this will be a lot of fun. So like I said, in the future this will have a little bit more direction, but right now I'm really enjoying just kind of chatting and thinking about what I want to do. Part of why I changed my Patreon for a long time was set to pay per song. So if I release a song, you would only be charged then, but I unsubscribed. If anyone's watching this, I deleted all the previous tiers, so you will not be charged unless you re-opt in to a tier, because what I wanted to avoid was, I don't know, there's a real thing, and I've heard this from other people, you feel like kind of like an ass, like, oh, why do I think my work is good enough to charge for it? And the other thing, even if I'm doing exclusive access, like, or early access for my stuff, I really value, kind of getting back to what I was saying at the beginning, being able to make the bulk of what I put out free for people to enjoy. And the fact that that's partially possible because so many people are so generous to kind of help sort of sponsor someone else to get our music. And obviously different models are going to work for different people, so there's no like, okay, next we spritz. Like there's no right or wrong way to do it. You just have to do what is right for you and your audience. And but I'm glad that I can do it this way. Also, like, I really enjoy being able to do Twitch streaming, and doing the 6 at 6 weekly show has just been amazing, because I get to, like, it's really helped encourage me. One, I've loved doing it, but two, it's encouraged me to learn new music and stay practicing, write new songs. Like, I either try to have a new song or a new arrangement of an old song or a cover every week. And I don't get it every week, but like having some brand new content every week. So I feel like with that, I'm finally putting out enough work that I feel more comfortable doing like a monthly subscription and keeping up with, for me, like keeping up with like the weekly blogs and, oops, I hit the mic. And I don't know, just I feel like I'm putting enough stuff out. So that's why you still get access to the early access sub Dropbox, where I have unreleased covers, demos, early demos of some of my oldest songs, and lossless and MP3 versions of everything I have on Bandcamp, which is also available for pay what you want. And yeah, no, it's been good. So the idea is that starting with season 3, I'm going to start putting a credits roll at the end of 6 at 6, sort of like YouTubers do. So it'll be like my Patreon credits roll. So, all right, we have many adventures to complete today. So let's take our hair down, our chaotic trash hair. Oh, I've got oh, I should put something in my hair. I'll have to find some. I have kind of a like Joan Jett thing going on. I'm into it. But oh, we need our cat ears. But I just want to say again, thank you, and I'm really excited to start this as a project. And yeah, I hope that you get a chance to watch it and enjoy it. So thanks again.